See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, body, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day, you cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight, baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait, and when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
It's a pickup of
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't. Play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Number 37.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 97 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by number 37.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brought down.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Drop play to the running back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Jackson. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At their own 40-yard.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. CD for this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it helped scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a handoff looking right. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Devin Bush. Jackson's pass.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
That's the end of the first.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Nothing.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. And the Raven first.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
For the running back.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon.
And this time he is in. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20.
Just say if they pay me, I'll do this.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete.
Jackson's pass.
12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But it's third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass. Complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here.
Ball carried by number.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 into 36. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Baltimore.
From the gun. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Jackson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a gain of 6. And a Raven 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
25 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught at the end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, refusing to go down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. Mercy. He will take this all the way.
Steelers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel down. Not right there. Well, they say the kickoff can be one of the most exciting plays in football. It proves so there. 104 yards on the return. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler Dean leads to a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And Andrews lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they've never been able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back. Get them.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
A loss of 13 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to his running
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.